then naturally, the way people view themselves and their daily lives and the world as well is going to be from that perspective where they're looking at problems and pain and things that need solutions and conflict and forces acting upon each other to make things happen. That is like the base direction that people approach the world from. When that is a subset, like one of the 16 mind like aspects of the mind is intellect. One of the hundreds of aspects of a story is conflict, but it's framed that way. Like if you have conflict in a scene, it's more interesting, and that's the thing that drives the story forward. It's like conflict is the wrong word for that, but because it's been so commonly applied to that concept of what this is, when the actual thing would probably be more like the conditions. What are the conditions that are in this thing that are leading it forward? And conflict would be one of the many conditions that can drive a story forward. So because it's been applied so much, now people see the word conflict differently in the context of a story when it's totally the wrong word to begin with. But that's what it is now.
Yeah, it reminds me of, I think we've talked about love and
All
these words that have been just used in so many different ways and often just come from using them in the wrong ways and then making additional...
Wrong as in inaccurate, but becomes accurate.
Yeah, like wrong as in not true to the origins of the word, but becomes a commonly used way, and then more commonly used ways get on top of that. Like I was just saying earlier today, now people say like, that's sick. And it's like, well, what does that mean? Like if you look back at when the word, what the word sick means, like it doesn't mean that's awesome and cool and stuff. But if depending on who you talk to these days, it might think, well, you're saying that, it means cool or whatever. It's like, well, you're using a word that meant something else, and now it means that